DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Topic of this video is the speed of success. The point being, success moves quickly, and the more quickly you can execute, get things done, the more quickly you can move yourself to action. First of all, the faster you can get to your success, if you even have the luxury of time. And secondly, the better the chances that you actually get to success, period. Because what many people falsely believe that is not true, but I'm going to break that false belief for you right now, is that the success that you want to achieve, you do not always have the luxury of getting to it when you get around to it, or getting to it at your pace. You might have seen the video I did a couple weeks ago. I did a couple of videos on this, as a matter of fact. Actually, I did 3. I talked about it on my podcast, I did a live stream on it, and I did a video like this on it, that your pace, what you consider your pace, and the speed at which you want to achieve and grow and advance and kind of get around the stuff, your pace is too slow. I don't care what your pace is too slow. Because if you get with someone who's going to push you, someone who's going to hold you accountable, who's going to get you to go further and go harder than what you thought you were capable of going, they're going to push you to achieve things faster than you would ever push yourself to achieve things. Which means, relatively speaking, compared to what somebody else will push you to do, the pace that you're going at right now is too slow, because you would go at a lot faster pace if you were being pushed by somebody else. That's the reason why you need to be pushed, and that's why your pace is too slow. That's what I mean when I say the speed of success. So if you want to be a more successful individual, and again, success can be however you define it, but we all understand for you to be successful, there are certain things you're going to need to do, right? There are certain changes that you're going to need to make. There are certain adjustments that are going to need to take place. They're going to be made by you. The pace that you're going at right now to get to them is taking too much time. And one of the biggest mistakes that people make is adding time to a situation. They say, all right, well, I know what I need to do. I'm going to get to it, when I get to it, or I'm going to take my time getting to it, or I'll wait until 6 months from now when my financial situation is better, or when I more feel like it, or I think I'm ready, quote unquote, whatever the hell that means. When I'm ready to do the thing, that's when I get around to doing it. Understand that success does not work on your schedule. I talked about this in my book, Work on Your Game. Success works on its own schedule, and success does not come around when you want it to come around. It comes around when it's ready to come around. And if you're not ready to meet it when it's ready, then you just missed the train. Or it's not even missing the train. See, you miss the train, another one comes in 10 minutes. It's like you missed the flight. All right, any of you ever missed the flight before? What happened? You missed the plane. You didn't get to where you were trying to get to at the time, and you lost your money. All right, you don't get your money back when you miss a flight. You miss a train, you can just wait till the next one. It doesn't matter. All right, you didn't pay for any one particular train. Oh shit. The hell out of that pothole. But you missed the train, you missed a flight, it's over. Or you lost your money on that flight. I mean, it's not over. You can still get to where you're going, but you got to pay for another flight. You got to wait another couple hours, and you got to deal with the inconvenience of not getting there at the planned time. That's what happens when you're not ready when success comes around. I talked about this in my book, Work on Your Game. I talked about it in other places. Success comes on its own schedule, and here's the reason why success comes on its own schedule, is because success does not need you. You need success. It does not need you. And in any situation, any engagement between two entities, whoever needs the other the least has the leverage. So you need success more than success needs you. That means success has the leverage, which means if success says, I'm ready to move now, and you're not ready, then it doesn't matter. Success doesn't lose anything if you don't get it. But if you don't get success, you lose a lot. That's why you got to be ready when success is ready. And again, success operates on the principle of speed. So you got to be speed. You need more speed in your decision making, speed in your execution, speed in your thinking, speed in making adjustments. When you're doing something and you realize that what you're doing is not quite working and you need to make some changes, your adjustments need to happen quickly. You don't have a month to make adjustments. You don't have 6 months to make adjustments. You need to make adjustments now. If you don't make adjustments, by the time you figure out what adjustments you should have made or could have made or would have made, the opportunity is gone and you already lost. And somebody who made adjustments quickly or someone who was more prepared than you and didn't need to make adjustments. They took all the opportunity, all the money, all the whatever. They took all of that off the table, and now you're sitting there thinking about what could have been. This is what happens when you don't move fast enough. So my call to action to all of you watching this video is I want you to think about and then start coming up with, you need to start really planning out, strategizing. How can you start adding speed to your decision-making process? How can you start adding speed to your actions? How can you add speed to your adjustments? How can you add speed to everything that you're doing? Because at some point, and actually one of those points might be happening right now in your life, there's going to be an opportunity placed in front of you that you can only take advantage of if you're ready to take advantage of it when it presents itself. And if you're not ready at that moment, it's not that the opportunity disappears, it's just somebody else takes it and you can't get the opportunity anymore. Somebody gets it, it's just you don't get it. And that's what happens, and this happens every day in all of our lives. Is only sometimes we're aware of the fact that we're blowing an opportunity. Other times we don't even notice that we missed it. And then we sit around saying, well, I never had an opportunity. No, you had plenty. It's just you weren't thinking fast enough. You were not noticing fast enough. Your awareness was not quick enough. You didn't even notice the opportunities that were in front of you, but they just went right by. Somebody else took them, and you're the only one who didn't notice. That's what happens. All that said, text me so you can get my daily motivation message that I send out every day for free to everyone in my text community. My number is 305-384-6894. And workonyourgameuniversity.com. That link is down below in the description to this video. That's where you can work with me directly if you want to get coached by me, if you want to get into my program where we will help you develop the bulletproof mindset to implement these kind of things that I was just talking about, the strategy, so you have a game plan and a plan of action for what you're doing. You're not just doing things randomly, a system so that you can execute and actually get things done in a way that you know exactly what's happening every single time, an actual process. Again, not just a bunch of random actions, and you can start to predict your outcomes. And you want some accountability, somebody who's going to hold you accountable, say, hey, did you get this done? And you know you're going to be checked on, you know you're going to be called on, you know you're going to be called out if necessary for not doing what you're supposed to do, and you know you're going to be held accountable for doing what you need to do, so you execute the way you're supposed to, like a true professional. Workonyourgameuniversity.com. Work on your game. Dre all day.